So, you just got a Glock 19 and you want to know how to shoot it and you want to know how to carry it. Let's do it. Alright, so obviously you already own a Glock 19 or you want to buy a Glock 19. If you don't know what comes in the box, this is a 19 MOS, 3 magazines, the gun, obviously, the MOS plates, the stupid lock that nobody ever uses, the back straps so you can adjust your grip, and a little cleaning thing and all your manufacturer literature and all that stuff. So let's learn how to shoot this bad boy. All right, obviously, step one, you're gonna have to load the gun first. So if you're not familiar with how to load a magazine, take your ammo and your mag and you put them together and they magically load. Top of the orange, press down and back. My preferred way of doing this after the first round is now I put a little bit of tension on the round with my thumb, find the front of these feed loops right here where this shiny metal part showing, put the round on top of that, press down and in. You just keep doing that, and they give you a loader. It basically does the same thing. Press it down, round's in place, hold it there, relieve the tension, get your speed loader out of the way, and then press back. All right, let's learn the basic controls of your Glock 19. This is your slide stop, slide release. This will lock your slide back, and when you have an empty mag and you shoot your last round, it will lock open just like this. If you press down on it, closes your slide. This is your trigger. Obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is your safety shoe trigger. If I press in on the trigger without depressing that safety, it will not go off. Once I press in on it, gun goes bang. This is your mag release. This is how you get the magazine out of your gun. This is your lockdown or your takedown lever. The Glock, the way you take it down, drop the hammer, pull back on the slide about 1/4 of an inch, pull down on both sides of the lock lever, your slide comes off, and you can access your barrel and take it apart and clean it and do all that fun stuff. But these are your sights. These are what the factory sights look like. They're not great, but they will function as sights, so you will be able to shoot this accurately. All right, now we're going to go over basic gun safety. All right, when you're at the range to shoot your Glock, you want to have 2 things, well, 3 things. You want to have your Glock, probably want some ammo and mags. Those are self-explanatory. I don't think y'all are stupid. Ear Pro and Eye Pro. Ear Pro is way more necessary than Eye Pro, but Eye Pro is necessary if you like seeing. So, Ear Pro, Eye Pro, and safety. Rule 1 of the 4 basic rules of gun safety: know your never point at anything you don't want to destroy. So, pretty self-explanatory. Number 2, know your target and what's behind it. If you are shooting something, bullets tend to go through things, so you want to know what's behind it. So if say you're in self-defense situation, you don't want to come up, shoot somebody, bullet goes right through them and into somebody's dog. That's rule 2. There you go. Know your target. Know if you need to shoot your target. So if you're in a defense situation, is this person a threat? If the answer is yes, shoot them. What's behind them? Is it clear? If the answer is yes, shoot them. Number 3, Always keep your finger off the trigger until you are ready to shoot. Now this one is has a small caveat. Obviously, if you're dry firing, you're practicing. Obviously, I didn't want to shoot anything, but I know the gun's unloaded. If the gun's loaded, don't put your finger on the trigger. Simple as that. If it's unloaded, different story, but that gets to rule number 4. Always treat this weapon like it's loaded. If somebody hands you a gun, always pull the mag out, make sure there's no round in the chamber, then you have a safe firearm. If you're just handling it, you put it down, walk away, come back, check it again. Keep checking it. These front serrations on the Glock will help you do a press check. If you just pinch it, push forward and pull back at the same time, pulling and pushing, you can see if there's a round in there or not. So, know the status of your firearm if it's loaded, and never point at anything you don't intend to destroy. Don't pull it, don't put your finger on the trigger unless you intend to fire, and know your target and what's behind it. That's simple. We're gonna start shooting here in a minute. Like, don't worry. Like, coming back to these Glock irons. This is the rear sight. This is the front sight. Little tiny dot, little U. This is what you want your sight picture to look like. Dot is in the middle of the U, and the top of this iron should be level with the top of these. So it should create a straight line. You should have an even amount of light. If you look right here to the sides of the front post that's sitting in the U, there should be an even amount of light on each side of that. So you're kind of ignoring the rears, and you're just using them as a guide to put that center dot in the middle, just like that. Let's talk about grip. Grip is more important than you think. Helps a lot with recoil. And you may have seen some people grip way down here and shoot kind of like this. This is very inefficient. I'm going to teach you how to shoot like a pro. You want to have a highest grip as possible. We're just only going to talk about this one hand for right now. High of a grip as possible. You want to seat that bitch in your hand real tight. You see how my skin's coming up right there? Well, you probably can't. All right, there we go. My skin is almost wrapping around the frame of the gun right there. You want to sit way down in your hand. On this side, you're going to leave this thumb up for the time being, and you're just going to wrap your fingers around. I like to keep it straight, so if you keep a straight line with your arm, you want the gun to point down your arm. When you present, you're going to make a straight line. Well, I don't know, I'm kind of autistic, it's hard to show, but that's your first hand. Second hand is going to fill in this big old gap that's in your frame now. With Glocks, there's this little ledge up here. You can kind of see where it's a little bit shinier, where it's casting a shadow. I like to put my thumb just on this ledge. So, nice high grip, finger off the trigger. I'm going to come and bring my knuckle up and put it right here, up against the frame. My first knuckle right here. Just like that. And I interlock my fingers in between the gaps of my other hand. I'm going to fill in, try to get my palm on much of this as possible. You want as much purses as possible. Just like that. And then I'm going to bring my thumb and I'm going to press down and in on this little ledge right here. It's very convenient for shooting a Glock. You have a little ledge. So I like to keep my thumb there. It gives you a nice frame of reference. Every time you come to shoot this gun, you're gonna know, hey, my thumb needs to be right here. Knuckle, palm, thumb. And then you're gonna lay your other thumb that's not doing anything over here, just lay it on top of your other one. Just like that. This is the target we're gonna be using. There's a size reference right next to it. I'm gonna be shooting for this red dot. Eye pro, ear pro. All right, now I got eyes and ears. Now let's load this gun. To load it, just gonna put my full mag in the gun. and rack the slide. There should be a round in there. So we're going to leave it in a safe direction. Got my target up. This is about 3 yards. I'm going to line up my sights. Let's go check it out. All right, here's my group. My first shot was off to the left, but I don't shoot irons a lot, but there we go. That's how you shoot it. Let's talk about how to carry it. Shooting is fun and all, but you want to carry it. You can carry it just like this. Just grab a holster and go. Unload real quick. All right, no mag, no round. But I prefer to have a light. So I'm gonna have a light on here because you might have to shoot somebody at night. This light is a TLR 7A. It's 500 lumens. It's flush fit with the Glock 19 rail, so it doesn't add any length. It doesn't go anywhere past your trigger guard. Doesn't go anywhere past your barrel. So win-win in my book. 500 lumens, pretty bright, but we need a holster. This is a T-Rex Arms sidecar. This is what I like to run. It has a spare mag on the side. I have it in black multicam because I'm Gucci like that. But this will let you run. This is an appendix holster. It'll let you run your Glock front of your body at your appendix, obviously. Has a little wing for concealment, extra mag. You can put extended mags or whatever you want, but allow you to draw from concealment, and just looks hot. I'm gonna put it in my pants. This is where I carry it. And great thing about Glock 19, it's small. You can't even tell I have it on. But I can draw, I can bend over, do everything normally. But I now have a Glock and a spare mag on my person with a weapon light, so I can shoot people at night. Let's practice drawing with it. Got my eyes, got my ears. Now I have a loaded gun, and it's gonna in my holster. Now you just draw and shoot. Now, I'll probably make a separate video on draw techniques because it's a little bit more in depth, but I'll just show you how my draw looks. So you can get pretty quick with it and have fun, basically. Now you're carrying like a badass. But I'm gonna do a reload. I think I have 1 round left. I'm gonna do a reload. I'm gonna show you how to do a slide lock reload. So I'm gonna shoot once. The slide's gonna lock back. And remember the slide lever. I'm going to use the mag release after the slide locks back, and pull out my other mag, put it in, and I'm going to hit the slide release to drop the slide and then shoot again. So looks like this. I'll go a little bit slow. Slide lock back, mag in, drop slide. Now you're back in business. There's really nothing to it. Now we're going to thank our sponsor.
Today's sponsor is me. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in and getting this far in the video. Nobody sponsored this video, so therefore I am the sponsor. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoy this content, please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful day.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I will be making this a series. I'll have further videos on how to shoot with red dot, how to zero a red dot. That's probably more important. Well, not really, but you know what I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all watching, and have a good one.